Good morning. It is 7:30 in the morning now, and we are all set to leave for the Statue of Unity, the tallest statue in the world. Due to this COVID-19 virus, they have stopped selling tickets over the counter. So I booked the tickets online. I booked them yesterday from their website, and the slot I booked was from 10 to 12. So I need to reach there between 10 and 12. The ticket prices are rupees 150 per head for adults, Indian nationals, and for children from ages 3 to 15 it is 90 rupees per head. This includes the bus trip as well. For children below 3 years, it's absolutely free. We are currently in Halol in Gujarat at a distance of 129 kilometers from the Statue of Unity, and Google Maps is saying that we will reach the Statue of Unity within a time of 2 hours 40 minutes. We have reached the parking area near the Statue of Unity. It is about half a kilometer from here. Here we can park our vehicles for 150 rupees for four-wheelers, and we can ride on to the free buses. It's not absolutely free actually. These buses are included in the ticket cost. These are actually the buses. So a 30 rupees fee for these buses are included inside your ticket. So we are going to hop on one of these buses and go to the Statue of Unity. So these are hop on hop off services. I mean, you can go to any place on these buses in the route and get down, see the places, and hop on to the other bus, the next bus that is coming on that route. It is now our turn to get on to one of these AC buses. This is a hop on hop off service. This is the drop off point, and it is just beside the Statue of Unity. This is world-class tourism at its best. They have facility for older people. Wheelchair facilities are available. If you want to take an attendant to push the wheelchair, they will charge you extra. Otherwise, if you can push the wheelchair yourself, it's absolutely free. This is the statue. The dam is on this side. So basically the statue is facing the dam. This is the place from where the light and sound show is seen by the people. We got inside after very stringent security checks. No bags are allowed inside and have to be kept at the lockers. This is a free service. Walkator facility is also provided here. Almost all the basic facilities are there for any tourist to come and view this place. There won't be any problems that he or she will have to face here. So this is inside the basement of the statue, wonderfully decorated, and many stories of the man himself, Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel, has been shown here and written here.
So we have finally arrived at the Statue of Unity, and it feels great. This place is almost decorated for every sort of visitors, right from countrymen to foreign people, and it has every facilities that are required here. Awesome frisking measurements are there so that people don't feel unsafe here. It's absolutely, safety is the priority that is kept in mind. Also all sorts of amenities like drinking water, washrooms, everything is available, whatever you need. I am feeling great.
This is the viewing gallery elevator. So we are not going to the viewing gallery today. We have not bought the tickets. We have only bought the ticket to enter the statue and go to the first level. Now we are going up to the first level. You can reach the first level fully with the escalator. So for people who have difficulty in walking or climbing up stairs, this is a great feature that they have installed here. Just standing below the statue, from here I can very well feel how big the statue is. We have reached the first level of the statue, and from here I cannot even see the face of the statue. It is so huge. So we have completed our tour of the Statue of Unity. It is undoubtedly one of the best architectures in the world, a magnificent homage to the person himself. But that brings me to one question. It was built at an approximate cost of around 3000 crores of Indian rupees. So was that necessary in a country like ours, in India? I just keep on thinking what 3000 crores of rupees would have got for India, how many jobs it would have created, how many factories it could have been made with that money, how many schools and how many colleges, how many universities could have been made with that money. I am not making any political statement here. It is just my views on this. So I would request all my viewers who view this video, please comment on the comment section below and share your views whether this statue was at all needed or not. But please do not make any political statements. Please share your views. Thank you. This is the food court in the statue complex. So let's get inside and see what is there for us to have right now. Chana kulcha and cheese sandwich served hot for our lunch. Now we have come to the dam side viewpoint. From here we can get an unhindered view of the dam. We are now heading towards the Zarwani waterfall, which is at a distance of 12 kilometers from the Statue of Unity. This is a must visit when visiting the Statue of Unity. We have reached the Zarwani waterfall parking area, and from here there is a walk down this road. Then we can reach the waterfall. Here the ticket is rupees 50 per head, and if you have a four-wheeler, then 500 for the four-wheeler. But if you come with a four-wheeler, then you don't have to pay the per head fees. So since I came by a car, I paid only 500 rupees. There are two of these footbridges which take you closer to the Zarwani waterfall. There are changing rooms for both men and women. In case anyone gets wet, they can change clothes here. This is the stream that we have crossed to reach the waterfall, and here is the waterfall. The last stretch of the path, we had to walk barefoot in ankle-deep water. Walking on the pebbles was a difficult task indeed. This place is really so serene and peaceful. After a wonderful day trip to the Statue of Unity and the Zarwani waterfall, it's time for us to head home. It was a very good day and well spent with family and amidst nature. Especially this Zarwani waterfall. It's situated in the middle of a wildlife sanctuary, and to reach the actual waterfall you need to trek from within the forest, and then you need to walk on the river bed to go to that waterfall. So it was really an awesome experience. Although walking on the river bed on the pebbles was a little difficult, it was paining my feet, but the experience was awesome. If you like this video, then please hit the like button and subscribe to my YouTube channel to get more travel videos in the future. Also, please share this video with others who like to travel and explore new places.